How do you want us to
All that
introduce
episode
you?
we did with the doctor,
JJ
are you
and
gonna
the
release it,
fries.
bro?
JJ in the fries.
There go JJ and the
what?
fries.
JJ in the fries.
Come and hold you, my man.
All that episode you did with the doctor, are you gonna release it?
Which doctor?
The
Oh,
one-
you gotta release that though. I
Yeah,
was
bro, it
thinking
was
about
nice.
it when we did that little thing. I
Yeah.
think that was nice.
It was very nice, bro.
It can be like a little special
Which one?
episode.
The one they did the opening
Yeah,
day?
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, that was nice. The
And
one
then
with the,
like at the close up of the year, you can just release everybody
The one
else
we
on
talked
to get
about.
more
Yeah.
the one we talked
to
about.
get more people following,
the mental
bro.
Sex
health,
trafficking.
sex
sex trafficking.
trafficking.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, that was nice. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of In the Fries. Today we're going to be talking all about the Liberian experience in the U.S. as immigrant migrating here, how we got here, our journey, the good, the bad, the ugly. We even have a very special guest with us. JJ is in the fries. Can you do a little intro?
JJ and the fries.
JJ in the fries.
Let's get it one time like that.
And we have our usual co-hosts here, so they don't need introduction.
Nah, and the people already know
The
us,
people
so
know you.
There's no need for telling our name.
But you know what happened, right?
What happened?
I saw Emma get on the mic. I just started smiling.
This guy, yeah.
I don't know why. She just makes me happy in a very
I see.
special
Thank
way.
you. Thank you. Don't make
Yeah.
people start questioning our,
Yeah,
our relationship.
Don't act like man artists in here.
Come on, y'all make me happy. You make me happy a lot.
Don't make the people question us. I'm very happy that I make you happy.
Yeah, you do. In a very special way.
So we're gonna go around and just give a little history, or I should say background about each of us, our journey to the US, how we got here, what we've been doing here, our little experience, but we're gonna keep it brief so we can get to the rest of the question.
Well, we get a long story.
Long story.
Donkey, y'all can make it short?
I can be brief. We'll try to make it short. I think we'll start with JJ first.
Yeah, he's the guest.
I think they're giving that respect.
I don't know. My journey was crazy. I got on a ship from Liberia to Nigeria.
You lying?
Yeah.
You really did?
Yeah.
So you came on a boat?
Was it a boat challenge?
To Nigeria, not Bob Challenge. It was in 2001. We was going to Ghana for 3 days, and the ship ended up staying 30 days on the sea.
Dang.
Wow.
Got lost and everything on sea. Yeah.
What year was this?
I ended up in 2001.
2001?
Yeah, I ended up in Nigeria, on a camp in Nigeria. So I was on a 2 refugee camp.
Damn.
I was on Nigeria camp and I was on Buduburan camp. So my journey was, I got some crazy stories, but we'll leave it there.
I mean, I know that ship then I came from
Yeah.
Africa. They got no GPS.
Yeah, no GPS. We got lost on sea. We got lost on sea for 30 days.
For 2001?
We drank salt water and everything.
There was no
Yeah.
GPS,
I mean,
bro.
there was
We drank
GPS.
salt water and
There was
everything on the
GPS
sea, bro.
2001.
So I got a story. I think I'm thinking about it. Somebody talked to me. I'm thinking about writing a book. I'm still
You
trying to
should.
figure out what it is. But
You should. So
But my
what was
story
going on
crazy.
in Liberia that you had to leave on a boat in 2001?
Charles Tiller, because I graduated in 2001 from school, and the war started going on again. Charles Tiller, the one that happened in the city. So when we graduated, my mom put us on a ship, me and my sister, like, oh, you guys got to go to Ghana.
If it was 2001, sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
2001.
like sorry to cut you off. What's the name of the ship?
It's called MV Anna. MV Anna. I was on that ship, MV Anna. There's a lot of people that's on the ship. Right now, the information minister in Liberia was on that ship too. Pierre, he was on that ship. There are a lot of Gafuan was on that ship too. So you remember when Charles was beating the people at University of Liberia, was arresting them? So I went on a ship with a bunch of university people when I graduated just to go to Ghana because was ready to come to America. The paper was, with material in Ghana, so we had to go sit interview. So my mom said, y'all go on a ship to go to Ghana. And that's why we ended up on a ship for 30 days. Finally, the guy stole the ship from Sweden.
What?
The guy stole the ship from Sweden.
What a Ghanaian man?
No, a Swedish guy. A Swedish guy stole the ship from Sweden. So
Oh, wow.
we were in a ship, bro. We was in a ship, bro. 3 days journey took 30 days.
Dang.
From June 1st, 2001, I didn't get to Nigeria till June 30th. I was in the ship the whole time. Shit got lost on sea. My mom, everybody crying, CNN taking it on sea. Like, yo, what's going on with the ship? We can't find the ship. The satellite can't find the ship. Then we finally got found by the U.S. Marine.
So how was you guys eating on the ship?
Oh, just about to ask that.
So a few people on the ship took food. Then we robbed the ship captain.
Oh.
Okay, he had food in the plane. It started shutting the doors down on us. So we robbed him. We opened the door and robbed him, took all the food from there and started sharing it to people. There's 120 people on the ship. Somebody gave birth on the ship. Nobody died, though. That's interesting.
That's
Nobody
amazing.
died.
Yeah.
So when we got to Ghana,
That's
got to
great.
Ghana in 3 days, and Ghana said, no, we don't want a refugee no more. Y'all got to leave their country. Went to Togo. Togo put gunboat in the ship. Yo, leave our territorial water. Went to Benin. Benin refused her.
Oh,
But then
wow.
we drift on sea. We got stuck. The ship got stuck on a fishing net. And that's how we stuck on sea for 30 days. I ended up in Nigeria.
That's crazy.
So
That's
I was
how
in Nigeria, just nobody in Nigeria. I know nobody in Nigeria.
So you went by yourself. You're traveling
It's
alone.
me and my sister and my little nephew. And I was 16 or 17.
That's an amazing story.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
So
I'm a
how did you
hustler.
make it
that's
to
a
the
great
US?
adventure.
So from Nigeria, I went to Nigeria for a little bit. Started playing basketball in Nigeria for the university. That's Ogun State University. That I playing basketball, hustling. I was hustling. I was a hustler.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Then from there, my sister went back to Ghana. I stayed in Nigeria for a little bit, just doing dumb stuff. Then I went to Ghana. Then I came to America on a resettlement program.
And
So my journey is crazy.
your journey is crazy.
it's real
And I
crazy.
think last time we had someone here was talking about this, about mental health, and and we don't focus on that enough. Like that's crazy as a 16-year-old to leave your home, to leave your family, leave your parents, and go on that kind of journey. Go to a new country, you had to start all over, and then go to another country. We don't think about how it affects us mentally,
Well,
physically.
I think it made me stronger.
It does.
It made
That's
me
why a lot of
stronger.
us are
Very
strong.
resilient, though.
Yeah.
You can't do
Dude,
nothing.
actually
You can't do
do.
nothing to me
Yeah.
in America. I get affected by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
stronger.
say y'all be a refugee twice. Like what you can do to me?
But you notice
Yeah,
that's why
sure.
a lot of Africans, not only Liberian, we are very resilient.
Yeah.
And I think it's because of that.
So that's my journey. That's how I came to.
Well, you really open your screen. I don't think we can top that.
Yeah, and to be
All
honest,
those
right?
is it.
And like to be real honest, right? I mean, like we can take that from you that you had to go through Nigeria.
Yes.
That's a whole
Yes.
different
Yes.
league.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
You
a
know what
hustler.
I'm talking about? That's
When
a
you-
whole
when,
different
When you
league.
stay in Nigeria, you're a hustler.
That's
Yeah, I love
that's
so
it right
when I
there.
went to the camp, I went
Yeah.
to the hardest part of Nigeria, Mushin. I lived in Mushin with this Nigerian guy that knew my mom.
Coming from Liberia,
And
mixing it up with
Mushin,
Nigeria.
like is that West Point on crack? It's like West Point on crack, bro. Do you see a car go in a warehouse? The
God.
next night you want to see engine coming out. That's Mushin.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody. So I live in Mushin and I survived. So it's a crazy story.
Like, did you
Nigeria,
find
what's
yourself
your-
a Nigerian name?
No.
No, you
I,
didn't.
they used to call me Air Nigeria when I left Nigeria because I used to dunk. I was crazy on the basketball. I used to dunk high. I used to jump so high. My vertical leap was crazy. So my man named me Air Nigeria when I came from Nigeria. And I started playing ball in Ghana.
So basketball player kind of
Yeah,
a
it
major
played.
role
Yeah,
in your
yeah, major role.
transition. You was able to kind of because
Just playing ball for free, playing ball for free on the camp. I got this Canadian, this Swedish lady that always come in videotaping me and everything. I still, it's funny that we still, all still talk.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
met me on the camp in Nigeria, so there's a lot of story, man, a lot of story.
Yeah.
Then transitioning to Ghana, where everything Ghana like Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody eating everybody in Ghana, so you got to adjust to that part of the life, and especially you have no support in America. Nobody's giving you support, but yet instead you wake up in the morning, you go to bed with food in your stomach. It's still unbelievable
we
how
figure it out.
I survived in Ghana all
Yeah.
these years. Well, even somebody sending you no money from America, so.
amazing.
Yeah,
Nabil,
that's an amazing journey.
what's your journey here? Give us a little summary of how you got here.
Well, my journey here is actually super sad, to be honest.
Really? Oh my God, y'all don't have
Yeah.
me crying now.
It's super sad.
It is super sad. So my family came to the U.S. in 2004 and 2005.
Okay.
They came on the DV program and stuff like that. But I was left out.
Okay.
Yeah, because my family never played my name and stuff like that. So I was left out. So when I started hustling on my own, started being me, moving around, and then I realized that you can actually come to America on an EB-5 visa. A lot of people don't know.
That's a business one, right?
Yeah,
business
yeah.
one,
A
okay.
EB-5 visa is that you got a direct $500,000 that you can automatically invest in the American economy. So wherever country you are, automatically you're gonna get a green card.
Damn, we didn't know that part.
So when I saw that, I was like, hey, I'm definitely gonna be an American citizen. Straight off from Liberia or whatever it is. But when man proposes, God disposes it.
Yeah.
So the thing about me, right, I never really applied to the embassy or stuff like that because I normally work out on Benson Street Hill. That's where I do my exercise routine. And I see how well people got to go through standing on lines and stuff like that. It's real super crazy. And then you'll be 150, 200 someone on the 3 or 4 persons finally get the visa. So I was like, no,
It's crazy.
this place is not for me. I'm not coming here that I get a $500,000 to automatically invest in the American economy. So I've been pushing, got in money and stuff like that. But then I lost my younger brother. Yes. You know, the only one that could bear my name. The only one I share from father. Yeah, my younger brother, Kareem. May his soul rest in peace. So when he passed, that was in 2019. And my mom was in grief and family, and I had to come to bury him. So
He
that was,
died in the U.S.
yeah, he died in the U.S. I
Okay.
mean, like the whole family came to the U.S. So that was
Oh,
my
okay.
first time ever, you know, going to the American embassy. I mean, the ambassador there, Ramona, she was a bit messy, but she was pretty much nice. Yeah, I got denied. Actually, I got denied the first time, and then in less than a week, I reapplied. So she was like, "What have changed within your circumstances that you here today?" I said, "Which circumstances are you talking about? Are the one you created for me? Because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a well-established businessman in my country. I have a Class B license. I'm into mining. I do logistics. I do all of that. I'm married. I have everything it takes to deny me of a B1 that says that I don't demonstrate a strong tie with my country. I have all the strong ties with my country. So the only reason why you don't want to give me this visa is you should better explain to me, because I don't want to be left out." She was like, "What is between me and you that if I give you this visa, you're going to come back?" I said, "Because I got everything to lose. I got my business to lose. I got everything to lose. But I'm a check up with you. Once I get back, I'm going to send you an email." And that was it.
She gave you the visa,
Yes, she did. Yeah.
and you went back.
I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah.
Now you sit there on
Yeah.
in the fries couch right now.
Yeah.
Yes. My one question I was gonna ask is, why did your family leave you off of the?
Well, the beauty of this, right? Ramona asked me that same question. And then I said this to her. I said, "I wish my father was alive for you to ask him that question. Why
Oh,
he
he
left me
did
now?"
it.
I mean,
Right?
I mean, it was the both of them. I was young. I mean, like 2005. 2005. No, I mean 2003. Like, yeah, I was young. I was like around 17, 18. I didn't
So
know
who
what
did they
DV
leave you
was.
with?
Sorry?
Who did they leave you with?
Well, it was just me. That was just me.
Well, who was taking care of you?
Me.
You got 17.
I
17,
said
that's
me.
much, huh? Oh, yeah, you grown.
I said me.
No, he said he was young. That's why
Yeah, I
I was
mean,
like,
17, I mean,
17,
that was
18,
me.
Liberia, you grown.
oh yeah, that's grown.
Yeah, I mean,
hustler.
17, 18 years, you grown, but
You
I
still
mean,
not that
that's
grown.
much of the time you need your father around the most.
Yeah.
You need stuff like that. So
But
I
that
was
takes me
given.
right back to the same mental
Yeah.
health and
Yeah.
all the things that we experience.
That's
and
a
we
lot of
don't
trauma we go through
There's
that
a lot of
day.
trauma. People
No.
talk about trauma a lot, but
But we don't accept it. We just
We don't accept it.
yeah, because that's kind of hurtful.
No,
would
I
be
mean-
hurt.
Yeah.
Well, based off of experience, right? And mental health. Mental health is not what you go through in the past. It's what you got to go through every day in your life. Every
But
day was
sometimes when you
pressing
go
for
through it in
your
the
help.
past,
If you're not strong,
it,
you're not strong
it
enough.
carries to the future.
carries in the future, especially.
and how you deal with your day to day life.
Your
I mean,
reality-
We don't
reality-
understand that.
Yeah,
like
reality
we carry a
always
lot of
shape
the
you
things.
who you become
you
tomorrow.
become in the future, yeah.
Basically, so if you go through certain things, it's gonna shape you to.
And our childhood plays such a key role in how we
Yes.
we show up in the world every day.
Imagine growing up in a wall. Imagine seeing all the crazy stuff in the wall. And I think that's what led me into law enforcement.
Yeah.
All the stuff I went through in Liberia, and I wasn't afraid. So when the opportunity came for me to work in a law enforcement environment in America, I was like, yo, I got it. So I knew I had it
Because all
because I
that
wasn't
stuff.
afraid of nothing.
Yeah.
And I became part of the prison SWAT team. I was like, I ain't got time. Like, what's happening down there? I got to go in there. They're like, you always run into what? So I think growing up, we was always in a chaotic situation. So I run towards chaos.
Yeah, that's
at work.
true.
So it makes you more resilient to run towards chaos. And that's how I end up being a law enforcement officer for nearly 19 years.
Oh, wow,
So
that's
since I
great.
came to America, that's what I did, just law enforcement. I never did no other job. And I stuck with it. 19 years coming up, so.
When I'm
That's
running,
the
when I'm running
war.
for my own position, like bro, I know who to call for my chief of judges. police.
Should we
can
go
look
to your
you up.
history, or should we come
Yeah,
to
like
me
when
and
you
then
hear
go
about
to
how
you?
you got, like how you interview, bro.
How
Right,
you-
well, I got here.
The
How
great
you got
Joel,
here?
Chase Pays,
So my story,
Beaver
right?
Business.
Tell us your
my story,
journey.
the way I got to America. So my mom, she came here before she went back. So when we applied for our visiting, came to visit. I can't visit. They would think that one more.
You go back.
Can't do a one leg.
You say you on your own.
Yeah, one leg.
I came here.
I'll go by.
So I came here.
Like it.
I came here. And my child all kind of way, all kind of different
Avenues.
avenues to get out
Yeah.
paperwork and all that stuff. Man, for me, God has been really good to me, right? And I realized like the thing about me, my story shaped me for who I am today.
Yeah, I think
Because-
that says a lot about all of
Yeah,
us.
me not having an immigration status, right? I literally just got the first time I went back to Liberia was 2020.
I didn't
that's
know
when,
that.
Wow.
That's when I got my paper to really
To
be
lead the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first time I got my green card,
Wow, that's dope.
and that didn't give me I didn't have no excuse
That's dope.
for being who you understand. I
Right.
always figure it out. And I remember my last job I had was 2014. That's when I had my it was TPS I had, right? So I had TPS.
What's TPS?
What is TPS, bro?
TPS,
What's about
For
it?
people that don't know.
Temporary status.
Yeah.
Some kind of status.
Temporary status.
Yeah,
Okay.
temporary status to give you, right?
Yeah.
So I had that. But I had TPS, right? And then they brought some new paper called Child Deferred Action, whatever, case, whatever. I filed for that. But when me filing for that, I didn't file for my TPS. So if TPS, if you don't file for it,
Expired.
you can't never get it
You
again.
can't get TPS again.
So
Wow.
when I filed for that Child Deferred Action thing, they denied that because a couple of years back, I was one of my friend. He was into like the streets, whatever. So he got shot. So I want to go visit him, right? On my way back from his house, right? He had a few people in there that I knew that asked him for a ride. While giving this idiot a ride, we got pulled over by the cop. They pulled us over because one of my headlights was off, and he was like, I want to search the car. I said, go ahead. I don't got nothing in the car. So the cop searched the car, right? They found a gun in the back of the car.
Oh, wow.
So they automatically arrested everybody in the car. So when they arrested us, that's when the idiot in there, they talk with one another to figure out what they needed to do to figure out that situation.
Because they're used to it.
Because I told them, y'all better figure it out. Because in the day, I got nothing to do with this. Then your life, y'all signed up for me. I'm not part of it. So one of the kids took whatever
the
he
gun
did. He
charge.
did
Took the
it.
blame.
However he did it.
That's good.
But
at
that
least
was
you did
still that was still
On the record.
On the
It's
record.
on the record.
Oh, wow.
Immigration don't play.
Although it's dismissed, that goes.
Whatever they see,
on your
and then they tie it to gang activity. They tie it to too many stuff because the people that was in the car, they was gang affiliated, all kind of crazy stuff. So that made them deny that process, right? So that's me. So I had a job. So my job, I had to have a license. So I couldn't renew my license because I didn't have my ducky.
Oh,
So
Damn.
that was the last job I ever had in America was 20forteen.
wow.
That's
why
when
you're
I turned
an
into
entrepreneur.
I turned into this monster. so people go through things in life, right? And they're like, oh,
shapes you.
They just feel like it's the end of the world. I feel
It's a
like
calling. It's
if that
different
didn't
kind of
happen to
calling,
me, I would have probably been working out something because I had a group home job. My group home job was sweet.
Just sit there
I
and
had to
doing
sleep.
nothing.
I had to go there, eat, whatever I had to do. So when that situation took place, so for me, by the grace of God, Honorable Donald Trump got into office. And Donald Trump signed some paperwork that stated Liberians that have been in America for a
Yes,
certain
yes.
period of time was able to get their green card, and automatically you go
got
get your citizenship
That's amazing.
instantly. So yeah, that's when I was able to kind of get my Oma too. I actually got a ducky too.
I see why you like Donald Trump.
Yes,
I
it
love
was,
my
Telling you,
boy.
it was Trump that actually did that.
My brother,
It was not Democrat.
the people that say
People that make you stay in America, people you like, you know?
People say Trump ain't do nothing, but for
That's
me,
beautiful.
But for you,
but
Trump did a lot for you.
for me,
Now I see.
if you know my story,
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I see why a lot of
understand?
Africans actually voted Trump this time around.
you know my story,
That
definitely.
makes
So-
sense.
So that's how I was able to. That's my road through. Like it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
You understand? Not having
I can't
appropriate documents in America for so. I mean, I came to America in 2020. So I mean, I didn't have papers for like what 19 years.
You're a hustler.
Yeah.
No, 2020. No,
Not
it's
2020.
14.
You mean 20
It's 14 years.
2002.
No, not 2020.
No,
2020
I
was
can't.
COVID.
No, I can't.
Take it back.
No, I can't. I
mean
came in
2000?
America.
2002.
2000. No, I came in America. Yeah, 2000. 2000.
2002.
2000 is still 14 years.
2000. 2000. No, 2000.
2000.
Yeah,
He came in
2024.
2024.
2024. Oh,
Yeah,
24 years.
24 years.
So,
24 years.
So literally 19 years.
Yeah.
No,
You
okay. So no, I had the TPS to
The TPS to work
2024.
at 2024.
So I literally had no ducky in America for like what 6 years.
So you
Yeah.
came right before the World War One, World War Two, and the World War Three.
Yeah, so 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years I was navigating in
Oh,
America.
we fought that war, bro. We
You
fought the
fought-
World War
no
One,
paper.
World War Two,
You know
World War
what,
Three.
you
Well, that's
fuck-
amazing.
No, I fought the World War Three. I did.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Every Liberian fought the World War Three
I did
and the World
not.
War Two. Every
I remember
Liberian.
I got a story on that.
I know, yeah.
No, it's not
Now,
about
Bill,
holding
don't
the
get away
No,
from
no,
his-
it's
Yeah, we
not
talking
about
about how you
holding
get
the
America.
gun.
He's
It's not
explaining
about
his
holding the
story
gun,
and
but
you're
just to
going
survive.
So
No.
we're not
Survive,
focusing
alright.
on World
Yeah.
War II.
Okay,
While you
no,
were
no.
fighting the war, he was fighting his own war in
fighting my own
America,
war,
trying
yeah,
to get his
trying to-
document and get his life together.
Yeah, so for me,
let's not take away from
so
his
for me, like I'm
struggles.
never ashamed to talk about that
No.
because I feel like my
Motivate
story
someone.
gonna help somebody else that's going through the same situation and give them hope and understand like
Yeah.
not because I don't have my papers mean I can't become something great or
Yeah, in America.
I'm handicapped or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
really helped push you to who you are and this entrepreneur spirit that
yeah,
you
it
have.
definitely did.
For 2014 up to now, bro, you been your own
I've
buzz.
been my own boss,
Yeah.
never clocking nobody's job.
That's dope.
My
That's
story
dope.
is a little different. I want to say I had it easy, but I wouldn't say I had it easy. But in a way, I did. I didn't have to struggle
Yeah.
for paper. I didn't have any crazy journey. I came with my father many years ago. During the war, he actually had a friend that was in the U.S. that he went to school with, he grew up with. And when his friend was sending for his family, back in the day, do the
what year was
resettlement,
that?
1999.
1999.
They put his friend actually put him on the
good.
program as his brother. And I grew up with my mother. I didn't have any relationship with my father, but I'm his only girl. So when he had the opportunity to leave the country, he took me from my mother.
So in 1999, 1999 wasn't really that hard.
feel like, bro,
yeah,
like,
it
No, that's
bro-
wasn't
why I
hard
say I
to
didn't have
leave.
a
it wasn't
hard
that hard to
journey.
leave.
You
Yeah.
came from like, bro, Ghana.
I went to Ivory Coast, then I went
Coast, Danone.
to Ghana. I was on a
Yeah.
camp, and then I came.
Oh, yeah, we
That's why I
shared
say I
Booty
didn't
Boy
have
camp.
like a hard journey, or
Yeah.
I wasn't struggling when I left Liberia. I wasn't looking to come to the U.S.
So you was young too. So.
I was really young,
Yeah.
Fresh.
I was fresh. I had a good life. I had a good life with my mother. I didn't want to leave. I think my only struggle I had was adapting,
Transition, right?
transitioning because I didn't know this man. As a kid, I didn't know my father. I've never met him. The first time I met him is when he took me from my mother. Then we went to Ivory Coast. From Ivory Coast, we went to Ghana. Then we came to the U.S. and I actually didn't want to come. I can still remember to this day we was getting on that plane. I cried and I refused to get on.
Oh wow.
And I refused to get on because I was
lucky
like,
you go on that plane.
and up to
You
now
gotta
when
be
I
hungry
sit
in
back,
that
I'm
area,
so
yeah.
grateful because
Yeah,
I
you
was
got
like,
that
okay,
plane.
when I came, I'm the only person
makes you lucky to
from
get
my
on.
mother's side that was here, and with that, I was able to bring my mother, and I was able to pave the way for other family
A lot
members.
of people came to America.
Yeah, so I'm really grateful that I actually, they made me come, but
That your mentality of people back home suffering. We
I'm
talking
not
about
Biggie.
lucky,
Let
bro.
me
You gotta
get my
erase
ear,
that,
man.
bro.
No, I'm lucky.
fresh all Liberia, bro.
not because
Stop
you're
that,
fresh,
bro.
but
I
sometimes we
call-
have
I
to be
call it
honest.
blessed. And,
We're very
no,
blessed.
I
We
call
are
it
very
blessed.
because not a lot of people have those opportunity.
Yes.
And if I wasn't here, my mother wouldn't be here, right? And my brother wouldn't be here.
Through you, the whole,
Like
you know,
the whole generation.
You know.
Because my father, the person that brought him wasn't a family member, it was a friend that helped
I
him,
looked out.
that looked out for him. So they paved that way for me. Like I have other siblings that came, but they can't send for their parents because the way that the way they mago that document.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
So it's a blessing.
It's a blessing to be in the country that produces the currency that we use back home. And it's also a blessing to be in a country that actually produces the resources
Yes.
that the people use here.
That's
And it's
really
a
tough.
blessing
Yeah.
to be an American citizen, to have that green card, to have
The
that blue
blue
book.
That blue book.
To have. I don't want y'all to take away from that because I know a lot of Liberians say, "Oh, we're not suffering in Liberia."
No.
I understand you're not suffering, but it's a privilege.
Oh, man, let's really
it's a
talk-
yeah,
blessing
no,
for me to
no,
have
no,
that.
yes.
You know the
Let's-
opportunity
No,
that
let
they
us not
open
shift
up.
the conversation, bro. Let's just...
Let's
No,
really
because
talk
he
about
wanted
this,
to.
because
He
you
wanted
don't
to
go
say,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
wants
was-
to.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
one.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
You don't go there.
No, I'm not going to take... Listen, I'm
My
not
little
going to...
nephew, right?
Yeah.
My cousin's son in Liberia doing raining the dust doing it like summertime.
Mm-hmm.
They begin to call that bro. You see that snow, the dust, that snow, dust.
Oh, your family from Grand
Because
Crew?
I
Not
think
Grand Crew.
the people in Liberia
The
got
dust,
a
my man,
narrative,
the dust-
right?
about?
My man, dust
What you
over
think
there.
about-
What do you mean
bro,
Grand Crew?
bro, that's none of my friend kids
But-
will
but-
call us or will listen. No, no,
But
no,
you
None
had-
of your
no,
friends
You
no,
had a
kids.
good
no.
life in Liberia, so
Exactly.
No.
it's
You
different
the
from growing
10%,
up.
my
How
man.
you grew up.
No, listen.
There's somebody else that
No.
grew up.
Let's not even
in
take
Liberia.
a-
have a good
No.
life.
You had a good life in
Talk
Liberia.
like-
That's
talk like
10%
Liberia.
of the
bro,
population.
no,
Even
listen.
with all that, right? Is he
Let's
still not
speak
in the
with
U.S.?
It's 10%.
Let's
Is
speak
he
with
still
facts.
not here?
He's here, but he
Let's
can
speak
go
with
back and have,
facts.
you
Let's
know.
speak with
But
facts, right?
you still come
It's
back.
None of my friend kids. No, this is actually we believe in. You can talk about somebody calling dust snow. Who will call dust
No,
snow?
but
you're
that-
not
we put that
understanding
on.
the
You
effect.
understand it, you understand
the
it.
effect of the dust, right,
Yeah.
will make you sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's snowing, my brother.
Yeah.
I guess that's
They
what
just
he
did it.
meant.
It went over here. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, he
The
ain't
effect
get-
of the dust, because in Liberia, the beginning, you ever get somebody, person get cold. When you get cold, how you get cold in Liberia?
The dust,
You're not
yeah.
cold.
Dust.
The dust, my brother. The
Get
people
it-
call it.
it get-
The snow can hold you.
The
Yeah.
minutes-
And I think a lot of the time,
But it's
people
not only
in
dust that gives you.
Labai, you know,
people-
Labai, you know,
Yeah, begin
Labai,
to
you know,
they begin to
Yeah. It's
Vince,
not only
I
dust that
I
gives
gotta
you
have the man
cold,
when the
bro.
man know Jika.
Huh?
You know Jika?
Nabi,
You know Jika. You ever get Jika in your foot
Bro,
before?
Jiga, listen, Jiga is the same.
It's the same as what?
It's similar.
You get Jika yet?
It's similar to what you got fungus. I'm
Fungus
telling
is
you,
there
yeah,
for Jika,
fungus,
bro.
No, it's
That shit
similar.
living in your foot,
That's
bitch.
But
similar, yeah.
Let's go back to that.
Let's go back to it,
on
right?
strip.
The thing
Yeah.
is, I think a lot of the time people in Liberia that are doing well like to try to shame people in the US and say, oh, you're suffering, because I've heard that a lot of time. You're suffering, you want to see money doing income tax season, life is hard for you think you're this. Yes, that some of it could be true, but
Let me
at the
suffer in
same time,
America.
I'd rather
but
suffer in America than suffer in Liberia.
No, but I just told you the suffering that they can't even control.
Yeah, I don't want to suffer in
Like
Liberia.
that.
I just told you the type of suffering you can't even, the dust, but you can't control that other suffering.
No, listen,
my brother.
Joel.
I'll take it all the way there to you.
No,
you can
bro,
understand.
listen.
Yeah.
Even if you get money like bro, you
Liberians-
still will suffer from that dust.
Liberians living in Liberia don't disconnect themselves from the Liberians living in America in regards of situations. But me sitting here right now, I'm about to say something that even the people back home will say, okay, you know what? I'd rather suffer in America
Yes.
Suffer
than suffer in Liberia.
Yes.
And then I will say one thing to you. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Talk to me
Because
about that.
me right here in this chair, I trade any day to be back home in that space.
Well, you can go back anytime.
freedom.
You're not being held hostage.
The
but every-
freedom.
no, but everybody here
the
will do that.
freedom.
Everybody would do that.
Everybody
I
freedom.
won't. I
Yeah.
won't. Don't say that.
You know,
No,
If you
there's beauty.
if you're
Bro,
living and you got money in Liberia,
Bro,
you
there's
can
beauty.
survive on anything.
There's
there's
So,
Yeah.
beauty.
No, but
there's
I think that's
beauty
what it
in
miss-
living in Liberia.
Tell everybody.
It's freedom.
what
The
happened?
freedom, the love,
To do what now?
the support.
Freedom to do,
All right, I'm gonna tell
Freedom to
you-
do what?
freedom to do
About-
nonsense.
Freedom to do
To
what?
do nonsense.
Day
To
before
drive in your
yesterday or
car,
last
to
week.
have
Drunk.
beer- drunk.
Day
You
before
dr-
yesterday or last
You driving
week.
drunk.
No, day before yesterday or last week.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Exercising in the gym. I saw the black man. I didn't even look at him. I didn't even look at him.
And then-
No, bro, this is serious, bro. I didn't
Okay.
even look at him. But for the fact that he did look at me,
That can happen.
and I said,
The same thing happened in
and I
Liberia.
said, what's up? No, that would never happen in Liberia.
Why
You-
is
to
that?
you.
And I said, what's up?
Because who you are.
And the guy looked at me.
So what you looking
Like-
at?
Why you looking at me? Why you speaking to me? Do I know you? The guy was getting so mad. So my girl was with me.
As you say.
She was getting scared. But I told her, like, when it comes to fight or stuff like that, people, I'm black belt too, damn, bro. I ain't bragging. I was gonna disconnect every bones in that nigga, bro.
So you don't think that can happen in Liberia?
It could.
Liberians? We friendly.
But you go
It's the
this to that
motherland,
nigga,
it's peace.
the nigga gun in your jeep
Bro.
bag. By the time you do that,
You would never use it on me, bro. I would never allow you to use a weapon.
You don't
on me,
fight in
bro.
America, though.
Yeah, I think
The thing
that,
is-
bro.
And what Nabil
I live
said,
in a country that I gotta look over my head on the
Exactly.
day of my
Karate,
life.
karate,
No,
yeah,
even right
karate,
now I'm sitting in the
hold your head
podcast,
on, you
bro.
do karate.
Maybe you want a wise friend or somebody friend, and you're walking and come and shoot us all.
first of all, let's dial down a little
Oh,
bit.
God.
And let's take it back, because when I visited Liberia,
Jesus.
when I visited
Oh,
Liberia,
God.
the way you're saying you feel now, I feel worse.
Yeah.
I
How
felt
long
like
you there for?
I was there for a month.
Do you
You
go
feel
out?
worse?
Do you go out in the
How?
night? Do you go out in the
Let me
nighttime?
explain.
Yeah,
It's not
please.
even going out in the night. I don't feel safe in a country, maybe because now I'm too Americanized.
Yeah.
Right? I don't feel safe in a country where when I'm in the house, if there's an emergency, I can't call 911 and then there's police is going to show up or ambulance is going to show up.
Okay.
Where if I'm driving and someone hit my car, that insurance is going to cover
sorry.
it,
You're
or the
own.
person is
I'm
going to go
sorry.
to jail. I
Sorry.
need security.
Okay.
I need to feel 100. If you're saying someone can walk in here and shoot you, but they're not going to go scot-free if someone walk in here and shoot
You're
you.
like, where they go
Okay.
free?
In Liberia, somebody can walk in there and shoot you, and if you don't have
And grab
money
the whole
to actually
system.
pursue it,
Yeah.
nothing gonna come out of it. So how can you tell me you don't feel safe in the U.S. but you feel safe in Liberia?
All right, so let me just correct
That
you
don't
right
really,
there. They have
happen.
insurance. We do have insurance in Liberia.
can
If I
afford
have
it?
insurance,
We
the person
do.
that hit me doesn't mean they have.
That's
That's
Let me tell
one.
a story.
That's one.
I'm not gonna say who I was with. I was with somebody because it's a family member. When
Number
I was
two.
Liberia, let me finish this statement.
Yeah.
I was with a family member. I'm not gonna say their name.
Yeah.
It was Christmas time in Liberia. They hit a pregnant woman,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and you know nothing came out of it.
Nothing will come out of it.
Nothing came out of it. That girl was pregnant with a child. What are you doing? Buying back her and carry it to the
You got
family
no,
house.
you got,
Well-
you got no. So getting that told me. Some kind of party, they come from some kind of party, they hit somebody, they kill the person, or they just pay for the person's funeral.
Do you see
Not
that?
gonna stay
That's the
walking
country
around
you're
there.
telling
Listen.
me. Everybody want to be there. Everybody feel happy. Everybody feel safe.
There is
Nah.
no amount of money that can repay your lust. If that's what you're talking about, people
We're not
fall on
talking
the
about.
floor,
We're talking about you saying
insurance
you
and stuff
sitting
like
here.
that.
You got to be looking over your hair. You going to the gym. Somebody say
America,
what's up.
The war,
America-
the war is not safe. The entire war is not
Liberia,
safe.
but
Even
Liberia
Liberia
is
and
more. Liberia is mostly peaceful than America.
So you say Liberia is peaceful in America,
it
right?
is.
Hell
It is.
yeah.
I can agree with that.
yeah.
You know
In
why,
what
right?
sense?
Hell
The
yeah.
reason I agree with that part
Security
because-
wise,
Security?
Why?
security wise, waking
No,
up in the morning,
no,
survival
the
wise,
reason I
and
agree with
everything.
That's where
Yeah,
you. That's where
security.
you live.
No, I can
Bro,
agree with that. I
that's
agree
Bro,
with that,
because
listen.
it comes from money.
Because
Bro, listen.
people don't have guns. There's not a lot of guns in
First of
Liberia,
all,
right?
Joey, hold on a
So they got
second.
Colette?
Not like we have 4 guns.
They
in
got
Liberia.
Colette.
First of all, hold on.
Base.
Not like
You know
we
how
have
many
hard
things
no
about
crime.
armed robbery
There's
happening
no
in
crime in
Liberia? Nobody
Liberia
know
like
what
that.
happened?
There's no crime.
There's
You-
no
a lot of
crime
crime
in
in
Liberia
Liberia.
like
This
that.
man gonna sit here and
My
say
man,
there's no crime in
The State
There is
Liberia.
no crime
the
in
State
Liberia like
Department
that.
said,
Let me
do
look
not
at the
travel. One of
crime
the
rate in
lists said, do
Liberia.
not travel to Liberia. Be careful traveling to Liberia. If the
Let me
State
look at the
Department
crime rate
say-
right
because
now.
I mean, it's not safe.
because they control the media.
What do you mean?
But back home, because they control the media.
They
Listen,
say-
you have top bloggers, right? You got Church Polo Room, you got Liberian influence, you got Liberians worldwide. They don't post crime scenes. Brother, there's no crime happening in Liberia on a daily basis. I'm
I didn't
telling
even sit
you,
here and
compared
say
to the
there's no crime
US.
happening in
You
Liberia.
can't compare.
On a larger
You
scale.
can't compare. You can't compare to the US.
scale.
You cannot compare it
You
to
can't
the
compare
You can
US.
wake up.
crime.
You can wake
compare
up.
crime
want us to
like
talk
crime
about
You
America.
can
It's
wake
a
up in
larger
America.
It cannot be because of the
You can wake up in America today.
population not
scale.
being-
The population.
You
not
can
big.
wake up in America today. You can
population-
wake up today in America, and you can die tomorrow in America, just like
the
that.
population,
And that
you
doesn't
can't-
happen in the US.
saying-
In
Depending where you live.
Liberia.
No.
Depending where you live.
No.
Depending where you live, like,
So
if
not
you-
be-
If Liberians going at war, we understand we're going at war, bro. Nobody lost in their life over foolishness.
Let's go
bro.
back to the strip.
That
Let's
way
see.
you got
Let's go
drive
back
back
to the.
shooting. You
Let's
got
go
a lot
back
of
to the
stuff
Yes,
going
diaspora
on,
because
strip.
I don't think we get anywhere.
Let's go back to the
with
strip because
Nabil
this
with
argument gonna
question.
be for like another 1,000 years.
Yes, and he's gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah. So let's go back to the strip.
Where were we? I even lost my train of thought.
Luna
now,
did the
Nabil.
first one. Everybody, how did
Everybody, yes, but-
going into America.
Don't be lying to people. It's safer to live in America than
That's
it is
not
to,
true.
That is
That is not
150%.
true. It's safer to
Service
live in
says-
Liberia
Service says-
than America.
Service says-
That's not facts.
So going around again, what was your first impression of America when you got here?
Oh, I came to JFK.
What
and
state did you first live in?
Philadelphia. I was in Upper Darby. So when I came to JFK, you got to stop at JFK and then you got to fly to Philadelphia.
Right.
I wasn't dressed for the weather. I came in January. It was cold as fuck.
In the middle of winter.
I try to be fly. So Nelly had this brand called vodka. So they were selling it in Ghana. So I went to the store and got a vodka sweatsuit.
You thought you had that shit on.
I tried that shit up when I got here. That cool hit me. I was like, damn, yeah. That was my first impression.
So when you got to Philly and you settled,
When I got to Philly, so we drove through Woodland, and the snow was black. It got black snow. It was dirty as hell. I'm like, that. I said, that snow I saw on the TV is not the
ain't
snow
match.
in Philly. I was like, Woodland, why is it so dirty here? Like, people walking with lapa and everything. I said, damn.
You
It
still-
like,
you're
like,
still
bro.
like,
Yeah.
It was a
This is
reality
wild.
check.
Yeah, it was wild. It was a reality check, though. A reality check how people live in, like, in America.
I'm even afraid to ask Nabi about
That's
his
my first impression.
No, I mean, mine was so funny, right? Mine was funny, to be honest. So when I got at JFK, so normally when I'm flying, I'm a person like I really don't use the fly bathroom. I hold myself so
Really?
much. Yeah, I don't use the fly bathroom. 8 hours flight, 12-hour flights. I'd rather land when I'm going and then use the bathroom. So all along I wanted to use the bathroom. I couldn't because I was up in the air. So when I got at JFK, I thought I was going to see one bath, like how you see the restroom. So there was no restroom for me first time. I had to go through that.
The training.
That stretch walk. And I finally got the immigration. The line was super long. So I was almost to the point of
take a shit.
how the death is dead. So I couldn't I passed everybody on the line. There's only this white man and then the white Oma. I said, Mom, I'm so pressed. Can I just stand right here as I'm gonna?
She said, no.
No, she said, no, you can't. So when I got to finally met with the immigration officer, then he wanted to ask me the question.
Bro, I gotta take a shit.
I said, hey, I cannot say anything to you right now till I take a shit. I'm serious. So he was like, he would have asked me again. I said, did you hear me what I just said? I gotta take a shit. So he was like, okay. He respected me, caught a lady from the back. She came, she held me, took me behind. I think the FBI, so FBI office and stuff like that sound. They gave me a silver toilet, looking very unusual. I don't know who else have used the FBI bathroom or stuff. Like, it was different. And sat there, did my thing, then I came back outside, smiling.
Then you want to answer all the
Then I
questions
went
now?
back, I said, you know what? Let's get back to where we started. You can ask me whatever questions. I'm in the position right now to ask.
So when you finally got out of the airport,
That's crazy.
what state did you come to?
I went straight to Michigan.
You went to Michigan.
Detroit.
I think that was a good experience. How was it?
I went straight to Michigan. I mean, I've always been nice with family and stuff like that. Started hearing a couple of the names, couple of the stories, what people go through, booty scratches.
In a bougie, white neighborhood. So.
He had a good
Yeah,
experience.
bougie white neighborhood. Not Philadelphia.
No, I mean, like, people, it was funny again. Came dressed up nice out of Africa. They were like,
They were not used to seeing
what you wearing?
Show you from Liberia?
Yeah. Bro, come on.
African.
You're sleeping. What are you talking about, bro? In Liberia, we don't credit, we buy. Physically, we buy. We spend money on everything we take and use.
See, I like how
what
they
are you
like.
talking
You know
about?
what I
We spend
noticed?
cash.
People from Liberia like to talk trash,
No.
especially the
No,
women.
He's
That's
a
not
bougie.
trash.
No, he's a bougie Liberian.
Oh, bougie, bro.
It's
We're not-
a bougie. Babe, that's a bougie Liberian.
No, we're
Babe,
not,
that's a
bro.
bougie-
I'm speaking facts.
Is it 10%?
La
Bro,
Bar's
I'm
a bougie
speaking
Liberian.
facts.
Not
No.
talking about 10%.
Is the
Bro, I'm not
5%.
friends with buy.
It's the 5%.
We B-U-I buy. We don't credit.
He's a bougie Liberian, this
what I
guy.
like
Nigga,
about
don't
y'all?
iPhone
Talk
16
trash.
come out with pay cash.
They can talk trash.
It's
We
the-
don't do
it's
credits, my nigga, bro.
The 5% that can be buying things.
Not even 5%.
No.
2.2%.
No, you're
I
wrong.
put a 2%,
It's the-
2.2%.
And the rest of it put it on scrap.
Yeah,
on the
it's
strap.
free.
No,
Yeah.
see.
Now, Bill, you
all
part
right.
of the 2%.
So let me
Yeah,
just say
accept it.
something, right?
Yes or no? Are you part of the 2%?
With all due respect, the people that actually suffer in Liberia, you don't know them. You haven't seen them.
I've seen
What?
them. How
I've
can you
been-
say
We're
you
not
don't
go-
know
I
them?
was
We're not
born
gonna
and
dispute
raised in
that
Liberia,
fact.
bro. When you
You
be out, I
see
see
them
people
on a
suffering.
daily
How many
basis.
countries you been to?
I mean, I born and raised in Monrovia, right?
How many countries you been to?
I saw bread, cornbread on my head.
How many countries you been to?
What are you talking
Are you talking
about?
about Monrovia?
Monrovia, what are you
The
talking
people not
about?
suffering,
Okay,
bro.
what's the definition of
Suffering.
suffering?
The
I don't
definition of
think you do
suffering.
that.
Bro, now my definition of suffering, right, is exactly what a lot of people go through in America.
Like
What's
what?
that? What's
Give us
that?
a definition.
Not being able to experience and enjoy freedom.
Is that suffering? We're talking
Yes.
about social. We're talking
Freedom.
social. We're talking about.
So listen.
What is the
I've been
definition
places.
of freedom?
Listen, I've been places.
I wanna be free,
I've
but
been
I'm-
places in rural
I wanna be
areas.
free, but I'm
No,
hungry.
just a
You
second.
mean mentally free.
Or you
Free but
ask a-
hungry.
Or you
Mentally
ask a
free,
question. You ask a question. Let me just go ahead and explain. I've been in countries. I mean, not sorry. I've been in counties in Liberia, right? Civilization have not yet come to.
Yeah.
There's no schools. There's no hospitals. Those people are living way more happier life than you and I sitting on this couch.
You think those people don't want to come to America?
They don't even know what America is.
I'm asking you. Think if I take one
They
of them from
don't
there,
even.
want to come to
They
America?
don't even know what America
Don't
is.
go to Monrovia.
They,
Yeah,
they
come
don't
on.
even want,
Don't
bro.
go
Okay.
Monrovia.
They
Monrovia.
don't. They don't even want to go Monrovia.
Let me
Joel,
ask you a question.
I'm telling you, bro. The peace of mind that they have, bro. The water to drink, the sunlight.
I want to be.
It's the
I wanna-
generator.
I want to have a
They're
peace of
just
mind,
super
but I'm hungry.
happy.
Why am
So-
my mind peace when I'm hungry?
Not you.
How
So,
my mind is
my
in peace when
time-
I'm hungry?
My
They
time
probably
living
farming
there.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
My time living there, right? What I learned, I'm about to share with you all, right?
Share with us.
Anything or any life that you are not into, that you haven't seen or you're not engaged with, it don't bother you at all.
We had a conversation today.
You
I
are
was telling him,
you are happy. You are just super happy. The
You know how they
happiness,
say ignorant is
You're
bliss.
content.
the happiness
but
we
me-
look
me-
for
me-
in the
me and
world.
him had a conversation
No, they're not
today, right?
ignorant. You can blame
I
them.
told
You just
today?
said they don't
You
know.
said- he
You
said-
said they don't know.
No, you can blame them. You
not blaming
you
them.
can blame them for not. I mean, you can blame them for not experiencing different side of the world because what they have, they're super happy with it.
So okay, let
The
me ask
content.
you.
No, me and him
So you're
talk- me
telling
and him
Liberians
talk
quick to
today,
get
right?
content.
He
What?
asked me a question.
Liberians are quick to get content.
He asked me a
That's what
question,
you
right?
said.
He told me and him were talking today.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, people in America, they struggle more than people in Africa, right? Mentally, right? And I meant like waking up, you seeing all this shit around you. Waking up, you see all this growth around you. In Africa, it's different. You're not seeing not too many people
Everybody
onto
mediocre.
shit.
Yeah,
you
Everybody
only know
onto
one or two things.
Yeah, so the people here mentally, they struggle more when it
Because
comes to
they see
life
a lot
because they're
more.
seeing so much more. So you're right. If you're around where you're not really seeing nothing,
Yeah,
they're not-
you
they're
don't got
they're
nobody
not-
to compete
yeah,
with.
Yeah, they're not struggling because
There's no
they're
competition.
not
You don't know
struggling
anything
because
else.
they can farm, they can eat the food of the farm and things like
Not
that. I
the
understand
culture
that
base.
part.
When I grew up I grew up in New Georgia Estate, right? When I graduated from high school, I seen some of my bigger brother and the family suffering. I said, I'll never be like this. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustle to get out of this country because I don't want to grow up like that.
Right.
I don't want to go after high school, then I'm staying in a neighborhood who got no job, doing nothing at all, just there and just deteriorate. A funny thing is when I went back to Liberia after I left here and went back, some of the people I left in the same spot, they was in the same spot.
They were happy and
They
comfortable.
was happy and
with that.
comfortable in the same
You
spot.
know-
Nah, why are you
But like
comfortable?
Nabil said, they don't know anything else. So, for example, if you only know black and white, right? You don't know there's
You
any
know
other
color.
color that
Colors,
exists.
You get content with black and white.
Somebody asks you, "What's your favorite color?" It's
Yeah.
either black or it's white.
Emma,
I can give you a black
listen,
and white TV,
listen.
and you are happy with a black and white TV.
You can never sell color
and I
before.
give you a colorful TV. I guarantee you'll be more happier than a black and white that we have with a colorful TV.
I want to be a virgin all my life.
So
We
my
understand
question to
that,
you is, Nabil,
No, hold on. I want to be a virgin all my life. Now, emancipate yourself from mental slavery, bro. Everything you see around you
It's not real.
is not real.
Of course.
The only thing real is you.
But of course, we know that.
No. A lot of people don't know that. So you're the one who looking at people who's suffering when they actually not because of what you think that the life's supposed to be.
okay, I just have one question
Come
for you,
on,
Nabil.
what are you talking about, bro?
I have one
No,
question.
but, no,
for you.
Yeah.
no, but,
If-
but it doesn't change the fact
That
of
you're
what
suffering.
society thinks suffering is.
Nah.
Doesn't change the fact you're
Honestly,
suffering.
what
Nah.
you say, I hear you.
No,
It
bro.
doesn't change the
Nah.
fact. What
Nah,
society
Joel.
If you
Nah.
have a kid,
Nah, bro. Oh, you know what a diamond is?
if you have a
Oh, you know
kid-
what a diamond?
Now,
Bro,
if you have a
listen.
kid in
Hold on a
Liberia,
second.
right?
Hold on a second. Back in Congo, right? Back in Congo, you know the people.
about
No,
to take the whole hour,
no,
though.
no.
I'm telling you.
It's about to take the
Just
whole
give me
hour.
the second.
We'll give you a second.
You
I'm
know it's
timing you,
Congo.
and that's it.
You know it's Congo actually built. Congo actually built Belgium, right? The people used to pick up the diamonds from the floor and give it to the white man for free.
Okay. So
Definitely for
so
free.
what's your point?
They had the diamonds. They don't know what the diamond was to the white man.
worth your
They were
white.
living free.
So we said ignorant is bliss.
No.
So I
That's the
have
same-
one
that's
question
it.
for you,
That's it.
Nabil.
Ask
Let
me
me
a
ask
question.
my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nabil, you have children, right? Are your children in the U.S.?
I got two beautiful girls.
Are they in the U.S.? Yes,
yes.
or no?
Yes, they are. One is in the U.S., one is back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why the one that's in the U.S. was brought to the U.S.?
The one that was in the U.S. was actually brought to the U.S. because her mom brought her to the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it was up to you, you prefer that your two girls live in some village in Liberia and they don't get to travel the world, that they only know whatever is there, right?
They're happy.
And
So-
they just be happy. No, let me finish now.
Yeah.
Because you travel a lot.
Yeah, so my daughter, I mean,
Let me finish.
yeah.
So they should not travel the world. They shouldn't visit all these amazing countries. They shouldn't be exposed to all these things because whatever they have in that little village in Liberia with no running water, with no fancy toilets, with just black and maybe no TV set, you'll be okay with that.
Happy with it, right?
Because they're happy.
Well, to be honest, right, I'm a traveler.
Okay.
And
Why do you travel?
And my daughter started traveling, I think, at the age of 4.
Why do you travel?
Because my wife named her Doros the Explorer.
Why do you travel?
But she's a living witness to this conversation I'm about to say right now. Sometimes I feel like she was not the right woman for me because if she was actually the right woman for me, right, I want to start a family. I want to start a family of my own. I want to start a family
Now,
that,
where
hold
the
on, I want to start
why
a
do
family
you
to get
travel?
away from
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
No, I'm learning. I want to start a family. I want to start a family of my own. Like I
Okay.
want to have a whole society by myself.
Okay.
A whole new
Now, please
community.
answer our question.
Far from everything. far from what people wake up every day
You just
try
go-
to force to
go
get.
build your own
when it
village in Liberia and go
Bro,
stay there with your
exactly
family.
what I'm talking
All
about. I
right,
want to
I
start a
think-
new
They
life.
don't have no
Have
civilization.
my own language.
Don't have no
Okay.
TV, no running water.
Nah,
get a
nah,
well
bro,
water. Just go and be
civilization.
happy.
No.
You gonna be
Nah,
happy.
my brother-
Civilization.
No, now
I
my
gonna be
brother
happy.
got
You don't
the
need
Prada.
civilization.
No.
Now my
Not
brother
the
got
brother
the
with
Prada
the
scar.
Prada.
So yeah,
No.
so yeah, but you
No,
got a
listen.
father.
Let's not talk
I got a
about
face.
Look, babe,
I
babe,
got a face,
Let me land, right? Let me land,
I
man.
got a bro.
Let me
I got
land.
a bro. I got a fade.
He got an Alexander McQueen boots.
Bro, I got a
got a
fade.
Prada scar.
Now my brother
I
got
got
that right
a
there.
bro. I got a
That's
no.
Got a
what
$2,000 watch on.
Bro, I got a
but you gotta
fade.
say you want to be in the village.
No,
That's
bro,
why I
no,
wanted to land.
No.
Your image is not representing what you're
No.
saying right now. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
bro. Listen.
Yeah.
Let me just go back and say it
not
again.
you.
Hold on a second.
I think you said enough, right?
No.
My point
Let's
that I
go back
wanted to, because we need to get to the rest of the
I don't
Let's go back.
mind,
Let's
Emma.
go back.
No, the point that I wanted to
I want a
land
new
on-
life.
No,
I want a new
no.
community.
This ball fly.
The point that we wanted to land
Give me
on
that boost, my
is
man. That's
Yeah,
Scar.
that's Scar.
Yeah, Biggie.
because the thing is,
It's not that I can get you, but I can get you more than that.
You like good things.
This
you
boost
want
is
the finest
$1,300.
things.
This ball get a
That's my
$1,300
You know
boost.
how much for that scarf on his
He
neck?
having a $1,300
You want
boost
people
on
to
my.
be in the
Oh, I
village
love.
talking about
I love
people
being in the
they're
village.
happy
That's
and put
the
this and
part in
that.
our country.
You should have
right
walked
now,
your
right?
bare feet.
Right.
part
You should have
Country
come to the
right now, right?
podcast with bare
That
feet
money
to
you
the
could buy
crib.
that
And you talking
scarf.
about
You
I'm
should have
content.
donated that money to the people in
No,
Liberia.
this the part in our country we have right now. The people who actually could tell the people say you guys are suffering.
Yeah.
Yes,
The ones
they
that are
won't
not
be
suffering
lying to them.
are telling people say no, it's okay.
You come into the
Okay.
village,
You
decked out
happy?
in your
It's
$1 million
okay.
outfit, and
Yeah.
you're like, nah, you happy? Life is
You happy?
good.
It's okay.
You don't need
It's
nothing
okay.
else. But
You
I'm
don't
gonna go
need
out
nothing
here
else.
and get all
Your
this money.
image,
I'ma
your
go-
image
I'ma-
does not
I'ma-
represent what you
next
say,
year-
bro. Your
Nah,
image don't represent
No.
what's coming
No,
out your
not
mouth,
you.
bro.
We're
not
You
buying
say you like a
that.
simple
We're not
life, but
buying
you got a
that. You don't like no
$1,300.
simple
You got a
life.
$1,300 boots on.
Brother.
Nah.
Oh, come
Brother,
on, B.
brother,
Come
people
on,
that know me
Come
back
on,
home, right?
bro.
Sooner or later, but by next year, this
Mm-hmm.
whole back, we're gonna have a screen that we're discussing, having a conversation like this, right? Gonna be
What you should
displaying
be talking
always been
about
things
is
about me back home.
You always been fly, bro.
Me back home,
You always
bro.
been. Every time I see you, you're fly,
I
bro.
socialized a lot.
But you're fly.
Oh
Not
my
you.
god.
You're fly.
The point we're making is
You know,
when you leave
Not
the
good.
country and you have the experiences and you have the knowledge, they say each one teach one.
Yeah.
You need to teach people and help people. Don't tell people, oh, you know, we're happy here,
But
we're
I'm not
content,
comfortable the
we're
way I
enjoying
live.
ourselves. But then you get to travel, right? You
Are
get
you-
to go
are
to
you-
the America,
are you
you
gonna
get to
live
go
like
to the
this?
Scotland, you get to get the experiences. But you're like, nah, you don't need nothing. You good. You
So,
good. You
I
good.
got experience in Liberia.
Yeah,
right?
but what
When
I'm trying to
when
say,
I went
right,
to Liberia,
sometimes
I
you
want
go
to
nowhere
visit.
with the question.
Yeah.
I want to visit a friend in Liberia. He from America, built a house in Liberia, big compound, and right at his gate, there's a mud hut. And he drives every day to
Oh
go
my
in his
God, I
house. So I
experienced
asked
the
him, I
same
said, bro,
thing.
how do you live? Seeing these people right on your fence.
They don't care.
Yep.
You can't even get a light bulb for the kids to
Men-
study.
mentally.
I said,
They
that's
don't
mentally,
care.
yo. All right. Then you said during the war, why do people care about that in the fence? Yeah, because they've been looking at you all day, get money, and
Same
you just stay in the
story.
mud hut.
That's what's going on over there,
Let me
bro.
tell you
It's
the same
crazy.
story.
I can't do it. I was confused. I was like,
Same story. I went to visit. I was going with a friend to visit her father's house. The road that we took, there was no road. It was literally mud road, and you would see huts along the
mansion
way.
in the back.
But when we
Big-
got to
oh
that
my-
house, when that compound opened,
You
I
see
didn't
that
know
house
that I
like
was
that.
still in Liberia.
yeah.
Right? So this is the issue we're having now. The people that have it, we're not helping others.
Not teaching.
We're not teaching, because when I went and saw my mom drawing water on her head and washing clothes with something and something, I sat down to myself. I said, "Wow, my mom really in the country suffering. We're going to the market. I gotta do
either
everything
you
I
rich
can
or you very poor.
to help." I didn't say no. My mom is
So,
content.
so
I'm
the,
sure
so
she
the,
enjoys
so the
drawing
rich
water.
are telling the
I'm
rich,
sure
the
she
gap
rich
is
are,
like
the rich are
that.
telling the poor people.
Yeah, poor people
Yes,
like
it's
this.
They
okay.
want to sit them down.
And you go out. The
You-
funny thing is, you go out on
Slow,
Friday,
slow,
you see
you-
the same people on Friday.
Yeah.
You see the same people on Saturday.
Everybody.
You see the same people on Sunday.
Yes.
I'm not going out with y'all like.
No.
Then
the
guess
whole
what? Right
point-
in front of the club, there's an old lady down there suffering. Then you go upstairs and pop bottles. Like what?
Yeah.
You gonna buy $300?
You know that's the
for a
problem with
bottle,
our country.
and somebody that don't have $5 to eat.
That's the
I
problem
don't.
with our
That's
country.
why I don't feel comfortable. I go like, bro, going out. Like I'll go out hang out, but I like to give people stuff and like, yo,
That's the
you can
problem.
have this. You can have
Yes.
this.
If you
'Cause I
see
wanna
someone
like,
suffering, say it's okay. Our people
I
really
just can't.
suffering. Well, let's not lie and say, okay,
no,
people
but-
enjoying that. Say people not suffering. People are
People are
struggling.
suffering. People are
and you
suffering.
can't compare the
They
struggling in
don't
Liberia with the
want
struggling in
to make the
America.
struggle,
Compare,
bro.
and then I'll go back and say to you again, compare to the life that you used to, compare to the life that you're experiencing right now.
That's how you know how suffering.
That's
I
how
wasn't
you
happy-
know what
I
suffering
wasn't
is
happy-
actually
I
is.
wasn't happy in Liberia.
That's
I
what I'm
wasn't
trying
happy
to
to see
say.
my
So
mom
for
and
the
dad
people-
struggling. I wasn't happy.
That's you seeing it.
I wasn't happy.
But they're not not saying it.
That's because they
This
have not
super-
experienced
They're not-
other things.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go
So
back
why
to-
do
Go
you
back and
seek?
say the
Why are
same
you
thing I'm
seeking? Why are you seeking experiences? Why do you travel?
Who, me?
Yes.
Personally? All right. So the first time I ever traveled
Because you should just
in
be
my
content.
life,
For
the
business.
first time I ever traveled in my life, I traveled because of the wall. I skipped the first wall. And that was my dad's decision. And I had to come back again and stay with the wall. So the first time I ever got on the flight to leave Liberia by my own self was for business, Joel.
Okay, let's go to our next question
Let's go-
because
yeah,
really,
the question
so we
was,
can.
the question was, what's your first experience coming to
Oh,
America?
thank you.
That was the question.
My first experience was a little traumatic because I watch a lot of TV. I expected, the beautiful houses, the snow, the clean grass, but I got dumped on Park Hill in New York.
Start in the Highland.
If you know anything about Park Hill in Staten Island, when I got
That
there,
elevator always stink.
Then
I
you
thought
got
was still
demos
in
to Park
transit.
Hill.
I was like, "Are we still in transit?" They said, "No,
No,
you're
you're
in
in
America."
America.
Then that means you're living good back home.
That's what I said. I grew up
Yeah, to know the
well off. I was
difference.
not
Yeah.
struggling.
Yeah.
I went to the best schools. I had a good life. So
What
when
school?
I enter, I was young. I don't remember the name, but I know I had a good life.
Right.
When I enter, I was like,
breath freshener.
"What?
Yeah,
Can you
breath
do
freshener.
suffering?
Yeah.
Do
That's
can
the school I went
suffer?"
to.
So the
Remember the color of your
I
uniform?
went to Airline.
That breath freshener.
I went to
You- I
will look
Airline. I
for-
went
I'll look for a
to
picture for you
BW
next
Harris.
time.
Yeah.
L.N.A.?
But I said
That's
that
my
to
school,
say
bro.
that
Yeah.
it was not a good
Yeah.
experience when I came.
Park Hill.
When I came to Park Hill, it was dirty. I got picked on in
Yeah,
school.
bro. L.N.A.
People, I got into a lot of fights. It was hard to adapt to that lifestyle, especially coming from a little bit of a privileged background. Because I'm sure Nabi, if you came from your privileged background and got dumped on Park Hill
Nabi went to Monterey.
in those school, they were
Yeah,
beating
they
people
went to
and
all
attacking
the-
them,
no,
calling all African
I didn't go to
distraction.
Monserrat, but I went to Ginger Roberts.
See? You want to gender robbers.
L.N.A., bro?
No, L.N.A.
Sunny days and rainy days. Are you know your school, bro?
So how was your experience?
For me,
Base,
when
first
I
day.
came,
Yeah.
So when I came, the plane can go in the air. So we see America in the sky. In the beginning, I really see America in the sky. Go the plane.
Yeah, we always
see
did
the
that.
plane go in the sky. So when our plane went in the sky, our plane came on the ground.
Like that.
The first place I landed in JFK. Then we went to we drove to Carolina because I went to Salisbury. That's where I was. That's where I was at. My family.
At the Carolina.
Man, when I first got
It's
in
not a
there,
bad place though.
I was watching.
No.
I was watching TV, and then I go in the basement. My cousin there. I found myself. I start cussing, thinking how how you think it's cool.
Yeah.
You watch it on the movie. My cousin they told on me I got beaten out. Welcome to America, beaten. And then one thing about America when I first came, damn, the beginning bully me.
Oh yeah, I think people don't talk about
Bully
the
scratcher.
African booty stretcher.
They don't talk about the bullying
because I was small. The beginning
Yeah.
bully me.
Yeah,
booty structure.
I got into a lot of fights
Yeah,
too because I
they
was
bully
small.
me.
They got an
bully
accent,
me.
so
Lot of
Yeah, they
fights.
bully me. They ain't play with me. Call me all type of names.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it, I remember when I went back like a few years ago, one of the girls that was bullying me, she saw me. She said, "Oh, you big." I'm looking at her like now the table not turned. She all
yeah.
messed up.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
always
bad.
like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
was thinking
bad.
about it the other day. I'm like,
You
it's
feel me?
like the movies. Now I see what the movies are based off of, right? Because a lot of the kids that used to bully me too in school now they try to be my friend. The guys that used to make fun of me, they even try to date me, and I'm like, no, I would never because you look a mess.
Yeah, so it's like end of the day, man. Like that was the worst experience. Like that
Yeah.
whole me being a kid, me getting bullied and things like that. Yeah, that was the worst part about me coming to America. But everything else,
It was pretty
you know,
It's pretty good.
I was happy to be here.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap this up because we ran out of time.
Right,
but
get the-
we'll continue this topic
Part
another
two
day.
because
We'll
we have
continue
more to
part
talk
two.
about. But I whole
But do you guys want to give any advice to the people in Liberia that are looking to come to America? Any words of encouragement?
Just stay positive. For me, if I see on the law enforcement side, I've seen a lot of Liberians just mess their life up and go to prison.
Yeah.
And I've worked with them. I've seen them like every day. So every day when I go to work and I see a bunch of Liberians at work in prison, I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You can flip. Somebody want to come to America, my man.
Yep.
You're here messing up.
Yeah, there's opportunity.
And I'm telling you, I've seen everybody in Philly in prison. It's everybody you know that in prison. I've seen.
That's it before, right?
And like,
shame.
yo, bro, what's up? Even people I met in Budobrand camp, we came to America together. They're in prison. Like, oh, JJ, we see you. JJ. All right. We came together the same time. So what I did with my life, you could have done the same thing.
Yeah, a
You
lot
know,
of
what
people
happened,
misuse
you
the
know.
opportunity.
You misuse the opportunity.
They
So
do.
don't be too hyped to come to America just to abuse the opportunity. If you know you're not ready for the system, don't come.
Don't come.
If you know you cannot get adjusted to being legit, don't come to America. Just stay in Liberia. If you Zogo in America, in
It'd be
Liberia,
a worse.
you come Liberia, you'll be
It'd be
It'd
Zogo.
be a
worse.
worse
You'll be the
Zogo.
rest Zogo. If
You
you
gotta-
got, if you smoke all day in Liberia, that's where they get all this.
Because the type of
Everything
drugs
gets
here,
worse.
the type of drugs ain't no joke. So
I seen
you-
kids leave from Liberia. The parents send for them. They act good until they get to America. By the time they get to America, they're wild.
Yeah, and the thing
Then
is,
every
people,
parent regret as to why they brought
people
them to
think America changed people, but I don't think
No,
it changes
don't
you. I
change
think
you.
it brings out who you
Who you
really
were.
are.
And
Who
then
you really are.
expand.
That's
Absolutely,
exactly
yeah.
what
So
it
my
is.
advice to you, just come and do good for your family. Bring the rest of your family. Bring your generation from Liberia and help them, come to America. Don't say, oh, I can't, like my man Labba say Liberia's better. I would take America before I take Liberia.
Yes.
You understand?
All right, well,
Yeah.
I guess that's it. You have any closing
Yeah,
statements?
for me, so what you said made a lot of sense. If we really take a look at how our Liberian people on Facebook live in these Liberian community that more Liberian people are, like the people that are struggling in Liberia, the ones that are struggling, and yet they're struggling too because of their mindset. No matter where you are in this,
You still struggle.
on this earth, you who you are. And certain places will enhance who you are.
Yeah.
Like America, it enhances who you are. You understand? So if you ever want to come here and you think you will come to America and you become America will
Yeah.
make you a new person,
Yeah.
you better position yourself over there before you come here. You
Yeah,
better play.
yeah.
It's gonna turn you upside down.
Stay upside down.
Definitely.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Now, do you have closing statements?
Yeah, I mean, for me, right? Oh, I like to say there's a lot of opportunities out here for any individual to multiply your sense, your ability, a human. America can make you times 10 or whatever you want to be. That's facts. But I'd rather live in back home in Liberia and experience freedom, experience peace of mind than America. That's facts coming from right here in my heart.
Well, I wish you all the best. I hope that America take away that that visa for you so you can go enjoy and be free in Liberia.
They go give
And
visa
we'll
to
close
somebody
with
else,
that.
yeah?
No,
No, but
give a
I'm going-
visa to somebody that won't come so they
I'm
can
going
enjoy
home.
it.
I'm definitely going home. What are you talking about?
It was nice,
I'm going home.
Go home, get a visa to people. I'm sure there's a lot of people
I
lined up waiting for
bet-
that
I
visa.
bet-
No, what I'm
That's
going.
why when I don't give you my boy.
No, listen. I'm gonna create more Chinas for people to come out here.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of
Why you want
opportunities.
them to come here if it's not
No,
peaceful?
let it stay there. All right, thank you
Sorry?
guys.
Why you want them to come here if it's not
Somebody
peaceful?
just gonna shoot
Bro,
you.
I mean, like, we'll keep that for another day. Me being here is not a choice.
Oh my God.
I mean, for the facts,
Oh
bro.
my God,
It's not
I
a
can't.
choice.
I can't with this guy, bro.
That Mr. Abbas is
I
here.
can't with this guy.
We'll never get to any of the questions there.
Yeah. If you did that, man, y'all.
When you get to the second question,
Yo, this guy took on a whole hour, bro.
Oh, we can't get to any of the questions.
They got no joke.
Okay. No, we can't call you off now. We gotta